Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Predator 3 replay. Spawn on the right side as the green allies, we have General. Spawn on the bottom right side as the blue Soviets, we have Jimmysmart. Spawn on the top right side as the yellow Empire, we have 10 GU. Spawn as the Cyan Empire, we have sqee. Spawn in the left orange Soviets, we have actually random, it won't go away. And spawn on the bottom left as the red allies, we have Grandpa. You now have some bears been plotting out, some doggies, as well as a power plant, along with some instant dojo cores. Blue's now eyeing for a engineer. He does have a doggy making his way forward, maybe trying to camp this instant dojo, which is more instant than a bowl of instant noodles. So we got this instant dojo advancing on forward, trying to chase away the doggy. The doggy does escape out to sea. Nice sea dog there. And now we do have a burst drone advancing forward. This year we'll capture this oil derrick. This one is still very secure. Fails the roar and the bark. And oh, didn't need that bark there, but does save his extra doggy there. So there's 2 barks down, 1 roar down, and does go and pick that one off there. And failed that bark there, but may be able to save it. And we got another roar there, bark there, only gets 1 of the bears. Does get a kill there. Does save those extra dogs there. There's 2 bears remaining. Peacekeepers or conscripts are now advancing forward. Conscripts are damage outputs quite poor, even versus dogs. Dogs will be cleaned up there, but still a good number of dogs in the region. Over here, we do have the peacekeepers and javelin troops in this region. No capture on the oil derrick. We're just going to just try to gun it down with the Imperial Warriors. And now Green's now advancing forward with peacekeepers. So players now advancing forward with bears and conscripts. Oil derrick may get cleaned on up, going for a handful of bonsai charge there. Pulls out the shields there, stalling out the engagement onto these Imperial Warriors. It does take out the oil derrick now. Does get a nice mass somersault there as it gets shot up in the air. Oh, great bark there. And red does claim the oil derrick. But all these dogs now getting gunned down by the conscripts, and does get a mutual kill there as well. Green's now advancing forward with a large wave of peacekeepers and a doggy. Over here, do have... Oh, that's a bad placement of an ore refinery. In fact, it's so far off, I think it places another one right next to it. We do now have... Oh, there's an engineer there trying to go for the cap, but does stop the super reactor from being captured. Trying to go for it again, does get inside the Riptide once again. That is his teammate's super reactor, and he's put a giant landmine in front of his teammate's base. I'm not sure if that's a good or bad thing. Honorable Church does take out one of those units. And does get the cell up there and guns it down there with the conscript. Oh, an Honorable Discharge gets a direct hit on the Riptide falling down onto it. And basically, all the infantry got inside those Riptides were destroyed. And now I got the shields. Oh, apparently the Molotovs do splash damage when against Rangers does splash damage. I did not realize Molotovs do splash damage. So you got a double kill against those peacekeepers with shields. Imperial Warrior gains some damage down the Vindicator and does get gunned down. And the Bullfrog does find a terror drone. And it looks like there's multiple terror drones infects on these bullfrogs. Bullfrogs are just getting ripped apart. Again, another infect there. He's losing a lot of bullfrogs. Whereas now advance forward with some Riptides, as well as some infantry loaded up in them. MCV is now advancing on forward, and the Riptides will slip on by without being discovered, I believe. Nope, he did discover them, and now Twin Blade is in pursuit of them. Multiple terror drones now deployed on the field, also snaring down this Apollo, and will gun it down on the deck. And Twin Blade does gun down one of those Riptides now. Riptide now receiving a bit of fire there. And there it goes. Could force by the ground to unload the rest of those missiles to reload. And I've got this Terror Drone going down to the Terror Drone snare for Orange. Orange is in trying to protect his teammate. Does have a good number of Mecha Tank or Jet Tengus right there. That will transform there, but immediately pulls it off. He can sell off some wall segments to support his teammate, or to help let his teammates support him. Now charging forth the audible discharge is a good number of Mecha Tengus. One that does get gunned down as well. Try to go for his leech there, unable to get an extra gun. Over here, got the Hydra Foil deployed on out to support these bullfrogs. Or, no, those are opponents.
You'll pay!
This charge does connect onto the refinery there. There's 3 Apollos on the air now. Got a nice force here. Mixed force with between green and blue. These twin blades can provide some good fire support. And now I've got the bullfrog getting some good flak damage onto these twin blades. Cryo shot being pulled out of the field. I'm not so sure whose it is. And the bear does get frozen. And you also got a snared, stunned peacekeeper that's frozen. And he's going for some of these flak troopers there with the bear. Does take out a number of the javelin troops. Bullfrogs does get some volleys there, and now the assault destroyer does go down. This one's receiving a bit of fire as well. The hammer tanks will take it out very shortly. Does get down, and these infantry forces will get crushed by these hammer tanks. One of the hammer tanks will get crushed by the assault destroyer. Good bomb run there on the assault destroyer as well, and does take out the assault destroyer. Hammer tank's now at elite, and now it's dead. Twin blades advancing forward, trying to get some good volleys there. Fires a good volley of missiles into the assault destroyer. Reverse moves away, gains some damage onto these forces. One, the twin blades do go down. Laser lock does connect onto the MCV, getting some great damage onto it. MCV trying to crush some of these forces, doesn't get any of them. But the twin blades are going to just advance forward and get some good damage on in. Got a frozen, shrunken bullfrog there. Bullfrog does go down. And now ultra torpedoes do connect onto the seaport. You now have assault destroyer deployed on the field. You can use weapon jammer onto the Akula sub to jam its torpedoes. Power shot does come forward, as well as a decent desolator airstrike. Twin blades are able to now clean up the rest of these forces as well. Very, very good combo of abilities there. MCV needs a boot or a bearing support nearby in order to get out a engineer, but he's losing a little bit low in credits. Red's now advanced forward with assault destroyer. It is infected and receiving a bit of fire from these twin blades. So it's getting an up armor right there, preventing the main gun, but also preventing it from being crushed, the ore collector. We do now have a sadistic dolphin getting some damage there onto the ore collector. Still poor position by that ore refinery. Now that you've got a good number of Synoptics being supported with some Striker VXs for 80 aircraft support. Getting some great crush there, almost taking out all the infantry. One of the Synoptics do get crushed. And now the Synoptic does get crushed there. Some of the tank forces are getting hit as well. It's currently busy microing the hammer tsunami tanks there. Getting some good damage there onto the MCV now. And Striker VXs do ward away those cryocopters. Mordigana turret does go down. Blues of Cyan's MCV is almost down. Does get another crush there. Honorable discharge could potentially take out that MCV at the current rate. And honorable discharge does take out the MCV. Chopper VX, Heroic Chopper VX getting some great damage onto the airbase now. Some of these Synoptics are starting to get frozen as well. They all go down now. Chopper VX does go down there. As well as now got Jet Tango going down as well. It will land on top of a Peacekeeper, killing him off. Red does now have an aircraft carrier hitting Blue's base. Blue does lose its airfield, does have no expansion up here, just building more infrastructure. Hydrofoil gains good damage on the cryocopters. We've got cryo shots being put out, but the black hole armor will prevent them, but does get frozen down by the cryocopter and does get shattered in time. Red loses MCV like that's not a good sign. His Assault Destroyer is seeing a bit more and more fire as well. Green Assault Destroyer, and that does go down as well. Storm takes advantage forward. We got the large number of tank points there. They're able to overwhelm those peacekeepers, no problem. And now the storm tanks are taking out a lot of these power plants. And wait a second, it's just red remaining on the left's team, isn't it? Now it's a 3v1. Blue is basically gutted. He does repack up to MCV. I'm not sure how many credits he has remaining. But red now is now a 3v1 situation, and he has a lot of assets he can work with. And he has a sentry bomber, which does not take out barracks. Prospector does go down there. I'm not sure. Here, let's take a look and see which player that red player is. He is allies. And that, I don't know why those audio lines just really scared me. He is allies, so he has access to cryo shot and cryo blast. Looks like he doesn't have out an MCV at the moment. He's just packed on up.
Let's run some field tests.
Allied player here has plenty of credits. Let's take a look at the Soviet player. The Soviet player does have a decent amount of credits as well. Nope. So maybe try an eye for expansion, because all of the Warcraft even needs help with that. Ground troops getting some great damage there, but don't get overwhelmed by the bears. Bears not going to roaring, and all the ground troops do go down. We got a good number of bullfrogs in this region, as well as some short to support him. Someone just re-put out MCV. We do now have the tank busters now getting Emperor's Rage right there. None of them are fully heroic. And you got these Snom tanks, elite Snom tanks going on down. More heroic tank busters getting some great damage on in, and red or yellow's trying to advance forward, but will get overrun by this hammer tank. And the honorable discharge does take it out as well. But harassment there on the red's ore collector is not looking good for red. He's hitting by my multiple locations. We do got the missile upgrade as well. And this super reactor will go down, taking quite a bit of infrastructure with him. RPVX is advancing forward. It looks like the ore mine being cleaned on up. And now we do have these RPVXs getting hit by those Apollos. Such bombers do get a bomb run there, but it looks like one of them has a couple bombs remaining. Sometimes it's a good idea to make sure you leave them aggressive so they can just throw the rest of the bombs away. More sentry bombs push way forward, and more bombers are getting killed off. It's now advancing forward. Blue had expansion right there, has also expanded up north here. Blue's just trying to get some economy going. He can perhaps get this economy going. Do got a Assault Destroyer here from his teammate and a bunch of Statistic Dolphins at sea, but it looks like red has nothing on sea at the moment. Hammer tanks will go in uncontested. The bear just blocked off the wall off as well. Dragon will come out. It may freeze the bear. Yep, does freeze the bear, but the black hole armor will save everything else. So this hammer tank does get little bit chill there. Shrunken Soul Destroyer receiving lots of fire there. Needs to turn off Black Hole armor so it gets some dodge chance. And now these hammer tanks will be pursuing these tsunami tanks. We got a big wave of infantry being pushed forward by yellow. Dolphins receiving some bombing runs. And that does go down as well. Green's Refiner here will go down. Refiner still deployed on a bad location. Now you got Empress Range here, getting some great damage on these forces. Does take out all that army. And now I got the Somme tanks and infantry force advance forward trying to hit Red's Soviet production. Gets a decent bomb run off there. And his force will make its way forward. Down south, we got crowdcopters, as well as a heroic aircraft carrier deployed out by Red. Crowdcopters may get freeze there, but they both go down there. The carcasses will not shatter the airbase. Infantry force advance forward. He's lacking any sort of anti-aircraft purpose at the side. His teammates Apollo's do get shot out of the air. These tank busters will slowly get ripped apart by these twin blades. And I'll say probably won't be able to get that war factor with the remaining force. Not even close. And it looks like Red to go ahead and backs out the game now. This is Adam Grade say thank you for watching and on to the next replay.